Oh. Hey there. Long time no see. How have you been? Oh, for me? Well, I'll tell you in a bit. I got a few things to do first. Let's go. First things first, though, is coffee. That still hasn't changed. You gotta go out. You go out. Oh yeah, I kind of live in a trench now. Honestly, kind of fun. Highly recommend. Put on way too much makeup for this Zoom meeting, but what else is there to do? I normally look like this. So now it's just like, when else am I gonna use my makeup before it expires? Oh yeah, never. Coffee's done. Let's go. Oh, and by the way, I don't have the candle burning for ambiance. I have it burning because my trash smells, and I don't feel like taking it out yet, so candle. Up. My side. Good girl. Let's go, our meeting's about to start. Hi.
Good afternoon.
Hey, good morning.
Hi, Sarah.
One of my colleagues.
I'll speak with you guys after the meeting. Why is it that as soon as you get off a Zoom call, this is your immediate response? Like, why? Every time it's this like guttural stretch and curse word. But whatever. Oh, recap coming after, you guessed it, some more work, some fabulous emails. Let's go. One last point while I'm procrastinating starting emails. These eyelashes, yes, of course they're fake, but I did actually try lash extensions twice. Turns out my skin is too perfectly oily for lash extensions. They're supposed to last like 4 weeks. Mine lasted a week. Each time. I'm just blessed. One thing I have started doing is listening / watching a YouTube channel called Calmed by Nature. Let me give you a little taste. It basically shows a picture of a cafe, plays soft jazz music, has soft lighting, and has rain and just cafe noises. I cannot tell you how relaxing this is to me. It makes me intensely nostalgic for that feeling of finding a little cubby in a cafe and just getting like 5 hours of work done and feeling like a cat, you know, just all warm and cozy. It really helps with the show I'm dealing with at work. So, if you too feel out of control all the time, highly recommend this channel, Calmed by Nature. I like the rainy night coffee shop ambience with relaxing jazz music and rain sounds. 8 hours.
One eternity later.
And oh, there's something behind me. Day's done. Got my wine out here with the puppy. For a recap of the past, 4 months now? I think the last video I posted was back in April. when quarantine was fresh, and I think we were all different people. So a lot has happened since then. I definitely had to and needed to go off the grid. Did you have to pick the squeaky ball, bud? Where have I been? I have been everywhere and nowhere. In April, a lot was up in the air with my personal life. What had happened is Neil and I were scheduled for a move. We were supposed to move in March to Missouri, and what had happened was because of COVID and the military travel ban, Neil had to move without me, and so I was just in Washington indefinitely. I'm gonna wait till the neighbor stops weeding. Hold on. Okay, it's been like 20 minutes, my wine is half gone, pretty sure my neighbor's done. Here we are. My husband and I, like, we had to move separately, and then all the deadlines just kept pushing back, and we had no idea what was happening. My work just exploded. I was so incredibly busy with work and alone, and no one knew what was going on. And in April, I mean, Seattle was one of the epicenters for COVID, and it just got really real really fast. And at one point, I wasn't sure if I would be able to move out here with Neil. And so I was looking at and trying to process being apart from him for like a year and a half. Like, it would not have been fun, and it wasn't fun. So having to be separated from my husband for that long, and everything up in the air, and everything else that was going on, it was a lot. I couldn't really focus on fun food stuff, and I was barely being a person. So I just kind of shut everything down and focused on what I needed to focus on. And then like the third week of May, out of seemingly nowhere, Neil called me and was like, okay, like, we got an exception. When can movers be there? I was like, how soon are we talking? He's like, they can be there in like a week and a half. So I was like, okay, week and a half it is. So then we just kind of had a roundabout, be like, okay, we're moving, let's go. So it was a whole whirlwind of coordinating with the packers, getting everything packed, getting the house taken care of, and moving out. And then, I don't know, doing a cross-country road trip when the whole country is shut down. And how do I do that? How to do that safely, and how to do that with my dog, and like, just like how, where, why, when. So, yeah, it was a whirlwind, and moving out was painful. It wasn't fun. I loved that house, but yeah, a lot happened, and my road trip honestly was really wonderful. And after months of just kind of feeling trapped and alone, going on a road trip was really, really fun and really, really necessary. So I took more of a northern route to get here to Missouri. Guinness and I, we went through Idaho, Montana, Wyoming, South Dakota, Iowa for a hot minute, Nebraska for a hot minute, and then finally here in Missouri. So it took like a week, and then as soon as I got here to our house, to my beautiful trench, to my awesome husband, I just shut off, man. I was hardly on my phone, just sleeping, just kind of being and existing, and not having to share the burden alone and be alone. It was amazing. And so then I really just kind of took the summer to, I don't know, so I'm gonna say like the word heal, but that sounds really melodramatic. But it's honestly not that far from the truth. Work was still insane. Work continues to be insane. It's really been nonstop. For anyone who doesn't know, I work in the higher ed publishing industry. So as you can imagine, with universities being totally reimagined, basically, It's been busy. It's just been a little busy. You know, whatever, just some small changes. It's been a lot. I have just needed time to be a person and figure my own self out, and so here we are in a trench in Missouri with my puppy and my husband. So that's where I've been. Next question I got for myself. What wine am I drinking? Chardonnay all day, baby. Really, next question. What have I been cooking? I have actually been cooking a lot because I'm not by a lot of things right now. My husband and I are stationed at Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri. It is literally in the middle of nowhere. So much so that the town slogan for St. Roberts, where Fort Leonard Wood is, it got tired of everyone saying it's in the middle of nowhere, that the town slogan is in the middle of everywhere. I mean, come on, how perfect is that? Like, honestly, St. Roberts is fine. The grocery stores look like they were from the 90s. Produce sometimes can be a little hard to find good stuff, but whatever, here we are. Another question is, what have I been up to? Work, sleeping, cooking, taking care of my dog, trying really hard to be a person. Like, really, really hard to be a person. But hobby-wise, I've gotten so deep into catfishing while I've been here. For anyone who doesn't know, when we were in Washington, Neil and I went crabbing all the time. And so we were looking for another kind of like outdoor hobby to get into here. And so I just kind of fell head over heels in love with catfishing and haven't gone back. Here are some of the fish that I've caught. Look at me, my prowess. I'm amazing at this. I'm still learning, still very new, but it is so incredibly fun to get a catfish on the line and then just tug at it and your bell just go, and then you reel in this like monster. God, it's so much fun. Anyways, so I've been catfishing, and this weekend, Neil and I, for the first time, are going turkey hunting. So that's going to be absolutely incredible. So filling our hobbies with the most Missouri stuff we can, and it's surprisingly really fun. The next question is, how's my new kitchen? It is, honestly, it's great. It has a lot of storage. I'm not using it correctly. I kind of came in and just threw everything in there and haven't organized it since. Speaking of which, you will never see the inside of my cabinets because they are a mess, like a proper mess, and we're only going to be here for like 7 or 8 months, so I'm not really going to organize it. So there we are. I guess the last question that I'll be getting a lot is like, when are videos coming back? And they are coming back now. No, honestly, it's fall. Things are really calming down. I have a lot more time to get my own stuff together, plus get back into a hobby that I really love. So this is going up, and I have one video that I actually recorded back in March before Neil left, and so I have all the footage, I just haven't edited it, and so that's gonna go up. And then it's fall, so I mean, that's like baking time, cooking time. I have a lot of cool ideas, so I'll be putting those out. So thank you guys so much for, you know, checking in on me and engaging with me still, and I'm really excited to get back into things. So I will see you guys soon, and in the meantime, did I used to have a tagline? Did I ever have a tagline? I don't think so, right? I don't know. Stay sexy and keep cooking. Stay sexy, don't get murdered. Stay sexy, wear your mask. Stay sexy, wash your hands. Stay sexy, and live in a trench.